I would put it on the bun. You could fit the pickles. You could put pickles in the pickles.
You can fit the pickles in there. You can fit the pickles in there. Come on.
Some onions.
Pickle chicken sandwich. Take it away, John Frickin Smith.
Welcome to the rabbit hole,
How did we end up on that rabbit hole?
where all you knew is wrong. And rules are just suggestions,
I like the pipe.
made up as we go along.
Shut up, Corn.
Fuck you.
And who knows what you'll find here. Maybe heaven or your worst fears. Whatever it may be, it's yours to keep forever.
Just in time. You've entered a rabbit hole. Please go down further. Where there's philosophy hidden within stupidity.
My nipples are sweating.
What are they doing to that chicken?
They're punching holes in it. You know what?
Man,
I want to
fuck that.
teabag Hank Azaria. He can make weird noises.
You're fucking weird.
You guys are horrible.
Bunyan rings? Like, I wouldn't eat those.
What the fuck? Hey,
Even if it was Paul Bunyan themed, like, you know what I mean?
Anyone-
Like flannel onion rings or something like that. Be like, yeah, I had a heart attack. Fuck you.
it's a sunshiny day.
Yeah. Fat people need love, too. Are you afraid of ghosts? I wanted to, like, pretend like I was, like, one of those... Sometimes people are afraid of the dark.
Oh, fuck you, Rob Van Dyne.
And
Like-
sometimes...
I know exactly who you went to because I love him.
He's
amazing.
He has got the most beautiful... His voice makes me want to stop podcasting, to be honest, because he just fucking hits
He
it.
could do anything.
Like, I want that guy narrating, like, a chess match and shit. Like, between old guys.
Like
Mortimer
the
moves his knight to fucking three.
two old men
E3.
on Disney where they were fucking playing chess.
I don't know if he can go fast enough for that, though. He has to drag it out a bit. He's like... I just want him to narrate the most mundane shit. Just like, DJ woke up Saturday morning, opened up his refrigerator, and grabbed a Capri Sun. And as he fought to get the straw out of the package, he ended up stabbing down just a little too hard. With the broken straw, he decided to use the pointy part to just poke a hole and squirt it out the hole right into his gullet. Now I've lost track. But yes, it's October. That's the best part. Corn, you have got to get into your October spirits. How do you not get into the October spirit? It's your birthday month.
I know. Dude, I am in the spirit already. Oh, dude, it's so much destruction and mayhem. I love it.
Yeah, stay right in it, Corn. Talk
Right
to
there.
it. Talk to it like you're whispering in a bitch's ear.
Again?
Yeah,
My tongue's tired.
just don't scream, you know.
No, I don't scream. No. Okay, well, yeah, I do when I'm excited.
That's what she said.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, yeah, dude. It's October. Fuck yeah. Let's get fucking nuts.
Wow. Okay. See, that's the kind of wild card shit that we need sometimes, man, to get into that spirit. Speaking of spirits, rookie.
That was too clean. You gotta dirty that up for spooktacular.
Wait, what?
I don't even know how to go about this realistically. I guess this week on Just in Time podcast with the J&T Baggers, we are going after ghosts in this event of October.
Now we're not going after him like hunting, not yet.
Hell no, I'm not.
Cornwood. Don't let him lie.
Oh my god.
Your favorite fucking show, Supernatural.
Would we get some salt?
Corn, you just gotta not be wasted.
I'm always
That's the
wasted.
only downside. I've seen some of the ghost hunter groups that are like, you can come with us, but you gotta be sober.
Dude, I'm not gonna make it through the front door.
I got eye drops, fool. We can just smoke it up and go in fucking bright-eyed and just be like, whoa, something touched my leg, bro.
I'll take a nap in the porch while you guys do your thing.
Realistically, the ghosts have taken over quite a bit of culture. Like, I guess they've always existed, yes. Or no, the belief in ghosts has always existed amongst humans.
See, that's what I was trying to delve into when we were talking about this. I wanted to know the true origin of ghosts. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
When you think about it, it just seems like, oh yeah, a million years ago, yeah, there was ghosts. People were afraid of ghosts.
Yeah. It seems like it, but there's also there's someone moves into a building that's been there since the 1800s, and it's almost automatically going to be haunted.
Yeah, it is. Anything 1800s, you already know. Victorian era, that's a real big ghost time.
Everybody died in dresses.
All those weird old time, like you see
All these widows, man.
you see like an Aztec warrior from corn, like looks like corn, and you're in the corner of your house. You're gonna be fucking a little tripped out, but you're gonna be like, oh hey, he's a nice Indian guy.
Ooga
Like,
booga.
But if you see a lady in white, which apparently everyone does, in
with
a
like
dress,
any black, it's always black dresses, dude. Always. It doesn't matter to the fucking
no,
ghost.
it's usually white dresses. The black dresses is
Oh.
like you're gonna die.
Yeah, get away from black dresses. White dresses is the fucked up white, like the
I think
the widow or whatever, the wife that
Yeah,
to be
that's
that
yeah.
left or whatever.
Yeah, her soon to be husband went off to war and he never came back, and she died of loneliness.
Died at sea. It's
She died like the Padme death and shit. She lost the will to live.
Or she cheated, or her husband cheated on her and she drowned her children.
Oh wow.
wasn't that La Llorona?
The what? The what?
La Llorona.
The crying lady? The lady in white? La Llorona.
Was that her? Was she the
Yeah.
one that drowned her kids?
I was thinking of
Lady in white.
The Others. I think it was. Yeah. Was it? Yeah, with Nicole Kidman. Corn, you saw that, didn't you?
Yes.
It was a good flick. She
The
finds out.
Others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, like, it's weird. Like, remember how like a decade ago or so, fucking Paranormal Activity was taking the world by storm.
Yeah.
Oh, the movie, the TV shows,
And
everything.
I think
That
that's
TV show?
that was what it was capitalizing on too. Was all those ghost hunter type shows were coming out. And
Oh
people
yeah, I
were-
remember that.
I even can say that I'm guilty. I spent hours watching those things, staring into those fucking night vision video feeds and shit that they were showing.
Where's the ghost?
Yeah, just looking for anything to move, anything to
Is that
run
a
away.
ghost? Is that a ghost?
And that honestly, I think a lot of people did. So when those Paranormal Activity movies came out, it was people were staring at the screen and finally got to see something move and something, you know what I mean? Obviously, it's because it's a movie, it had to be something interesting.
Yeah, those were fake movies.
Duh.
Yeah, I felt bad. It's like Cloverfield, man. At least Cloverfield was like, oh yeah, this is an alternate universe where you can carry a camera and record something. Oh yeah, a big ass fucking wormhole opened up and we're getting fucked. Oh yeah, Pacific Rim. I like that movie.
Jesus.
Does that have to do with ghosts?
Yeah, that's what. We're not just naming off movies.
It's a ghost portal.
Fuck off.
2-minute timeout, dude. You're in the box.
But so yeah, the ghosts though. Yeah, it's I've always had that fascination, just because there's that unknown, and because nowadays there's so much technology that people are trying to use to capture, something, and because it's the internet and the age of Photoshop, it's easy to. A picture doesn't even do it anymore. You could show somebody a picture of very well, but it's always going to be just like, well, they did a good job photoshopping that ghost into there. But yeah, it's weird though too, because there's that fear part of it too, because there's always that poltergeistian, the disturbance.
Dude, on this quest of origins, I found out one thing. Ghosts weren't always bad.
No,
One that tripped me out was something I think Corn was talking about. Now I'm fucking forgetting because he just went hardcore for a minute on some weird shit. I forgot.
I've been drinking.
well,
But hell, dude, I've always wondered though about, just ghosts in general. Because hell, if you think about it back in the day, like I wrote, I think it was on the group message. Back in the day, before we came up with like the idea of a ghost, we should have been afraid of, like fucking shit that could kill us, like jungle cats and big game.
Here?
Yeah, dude, here
We
too,
were, but
motherfucker.
those
Cougars.
were things you could see though.
But the ghost thing, like, it's always the bump in the night that freaks you the fuck out. You're like, what
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck was that? I didn't see anything. How did it make a noise?
Oh yeah.
Like
It's scary.
well, I think anyone that's lived in anywhere with creaky floors, And help being on the second floor.
Yeah. You'll hear one of them go in the middle of the night after watching something kind of fucked up, and you're like, dude, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead. The ghost is going to come in here. He's a demon, this one. See, that was cool. Back in the day, they were all about prophecies. Like, hey, buddy, check it out.
I think that's secretly why we like for a long time their slashers were so popular too, because it was like, okay, at least you can see that coming.
That's what fucking freaked me out when I was younger watching the 13th Ghost.
13 Ghosts.
Yeah.
I liked that movie.
It wasn't bad.
When homeboy put on the glasses for that first time, and you just saw the bitch right there and shit, like, oh fuck, that's what they're dealing with. Okay, these are like legit ghosts. Like there's a reason why that movie has such a cult following, because everybody wishes they had those goddamn glasses.
Yeah.
Just for at home.
Just be like, can I see ghosts?
Just because a lot of the times that's all we want to know. Usually when somebody thinks there's a ghost thing happening, they just want to know who the fuck it is.
Oh, dude. So how fucking on a lot of these ghost shows, I think they even had it on Paranormal Activity, having mediums come in.
Yeah.
So, dude, a medium nowadays is like the spiritualist. I found out that whole fucking religion was like a hoax.
What, mediums?
Oh, well, I don't want to say nowadays like spiritualism, because that's what they're considered instead of being mediums in our PC world. But I don't want to say like bash on a religion, because that's not my bag on that one. But the two chicks that kind of created the idea of being a medium and going out and kind of
talking to ghosts.
Yeah, doing their witchy stuff or whatever you want to call it.
Talking to the other side.
Yeah, talking to dead people. Fucking apparently they came up with a ghost called the Murdered Peddler. This dude was in an old house, like we were talking about, with Victorian style, like just old house. Guy came by, fucking winds up, dude selling shit. It's back in the day, so it's one of those door-to-door salesmen of like kitchen utensils and whatnot. Family brings him in. Husband, wife, kill the motherfucker, off him, hide the body, take his kitchenwares. Maid finds him, gets fired, and then brought back a while later. Silverware and shit's gone. So that's his hated story, to become the murdered peddler and haunt this house. Fucking sisters, like 6-7 years later, was like, yeah, that was just a hoax for money.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, I don't want to say all spiritualism or whatever's created on, but the modern day, like, those two sisters were like the pioneer of it.
It's weird. Weird. I've mentioned before to you guys too, like fucking since jumping on your Disney Plus thing, I went back and was watching old episodes of that show, So Weird. And there was actually an episode on there, I think, where they caught somebody doing like one of those big group fucking like stage type things, where they were, yelling random things at the crowd, waiting for some, fishing pretty much.
Yeah.
And they even went deeper with it on there, where they were like showing that when people were coming in, they were filling out questionnaires and shit, and then wondering how they were yelling out random facts and whatnot. It was weird. Well, not weird. It was. I get where that hoax part, because some people are easy. Some people want to believe so bad, especially like when grief. Sometimes you just I guess you want to know that person went to the other side peacefully or whatever, or that they gave a shit about you.
I think ghosts has to do with that as well. Like if you think about it in like a family haunting, because you just want them to be there. You want to believe that there's a ghost. So.
Yeah, you want to think it's just grandpa fucking checking in on you, making sure you're not doing too much no good. But there's always that fear too.
It's not grandpa. It's grandpa's crazy cousin that used to axe murder people.
I want to say that's like how the original story of like The Exorcist happened too. It was like a Ouija board thing, trying to talk to a dead relative, and yeah, and like even back in olden times and shit, centuries and palm centuries ago, people even before they fully feared ghosts, they still sensed it as something wrong, right? Like it was something wasn't right. You failed to cross over.
Yeah, even in older religions and shit like that from what I was reading, even all the way back to how, like I was showing you too, the Babylon shit. Realistically, in one of our first written histories, period, is the Mesopotamians with all them good people.
1st century AD.
Yes, sir. And it wound up literally being a situation where, all right, well, the one that I saw in century 180 was Pliny the Younger. That was the one where Pliny the Younger experienced the first haunted house. But they were talking about ghosts of just randomness, pretty much. Like, essentially in Mesopotamia, if you died and you were good at your job, that's what you did when you died. You became a ghost, kind of like Valhalla. Just, you died in battle, you came back, you fucking battled. They always wanted you to continue on your life, so it was one of those, like, no one wants to accept death, so you continue your life.
Yeah.
And then church came around. All of them, doesn't matter, all of them. And started creating the thoughts of, like, fucked up ghosts, like demons.
Yeah.
Like the devil was coming for you because that ghost don't like your face.
Wasn't it in Germany, the first reported poltergeist?
Yeah, that one was weird. It was at a farmhouse, and fucking lights, fucking places would light on fire in their farmhouse randomly.
Yeah, that dude. Okay, see, that kind of shit. You don't fuck with fire. That scares me. That kind of shit scares me. Like the fucking, you know what I mean?
That's where you can tell we got the same source on history. Hell yeah, dude. Word up, because we read the exact same thing. Because I even got their top 10s list too.
See, but fucking
Murdered Peddler is number 7.
What's weird though too is like I don't know, like, is that it still happens nowadays too so much. Like I think I don't think I've ever had like a real any kind of, like, you know what I mean, confirmed, like, I believe that was a ghost experience. I mean, I lived in my fucking Corn, you remember the apartments on Whittier?
Yeah.
Fucking when I lived there, fucking everybody said fucking my mom's room was haunted.
Mm-hmm.
Which ironically was the window I fell out of.
Wait, was it on the side or on the inside?
It was in the front.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Wow.
Yeah, we had one of the fronts all the way to the left.
Oh.
101.
Wow. I had the one on the right with the alley. Next
Nice.
to the right with the alley, and then you make it left, and there's the
Oh,
first one.
okay, yeah.
Those things were scary, man.
Yeah, the back was scary.
Yeah.
There was a while there when it was like, all right, you're not allowed to hang out in the back. Why not? Because all the kids back there are doing drugs and fucking.
Yeah, I got my
Like,
That
that's
sounds like
all
a
they
party.
were
Let's
doing.
go.
I got my CIS.
I was the only one not getting
brainstorm.
my dick wet in that one.
Yeah, so I party, loser.
But
I'm
but
sorry.
yeah, so there were a couple times there where I would hear the floor creak, like I'd be down because my mom's room was upstairs, but the living room was directly under her bedroom. So I'd be chilling in there, hear the floor creak a little. All right, nobody's in the house, but then I'd just move on. I never it never went any kind of further and shit. But who knows? Maybe there was some kind of you know.
The only thing that I ever experienced in any situation where it was like a questionable, I don't really believe it was, because it's just too, like, believable of a circumstance. You know what I mean? Like, too convenient. Me and my friend were walking literally right down the street right here next to the cemetery. The
Cemetery.
Fucking stoned. The cemetery right there. That street that you could turn down to turn in. Yeah, I was walking right there on that dirt path. He's walking maybe 5 paces ahead. I feel a tap on my shoulder. I look back. There ain't no one there. So I was like, but that doesn't, like, to me, it's one of those, that doesn't really count. Like, I need to physically see, like, a version of an apparition to truly be like, well, maybe that was, to still be skeptical, though. To be like, maybe that was something, but I couldn't touch it. Like,
That's a possum.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. I
see-
couldn't talk to it.
And there's trees right there, so who knows? Maybe a fucking leaf fell. I have no clue, but it was just one of those situations where it's like, no, I don't believe it.
What was it? I remember, I don't know, fucking, because my mom was on drugs back then, but she actually went and talked, she, like, talked to a medium, like, fucking, I wasn't in the house, luckily, so I didn't have to deal with it. And this was like, maybe maybe about a year after I fucking fell out that same second story window. And I think that's why she called. I think she actually did think her fucking room was haunted or something. But fucking, what was it? He tried to, because, what was it? Whenever I told the story as a kid after of how I fell out the window, I always said, and I still say it the same way, that it seemed more like I was just dreaming, watching myself fall out, and then just woke up when I hit the ground. Yeah. Well, she tells this guy that, and I'm pretty sure he was weaving together a story on that one. It sounded awesome though. Like it would make an awesome movie scene and shit. He had a guardian angel that pulled him out of his body and put the spirit of somebody who did something bad in it, and he took the pain and then put your son back in.
Ow.
I don't think he was Mexican, but I gave him that weird George Lopez-ian accent.
At the same time, it's like, wait, you just said I got a body snatcher for wickedness and then came back as an angel, essentially, to you, sir.
And then, yeah, and they just threw me back in. How do you know some of him didn't linger?
Oh, see, that's the problem with every possession shit like that in any show or anything. There's always the lingering because it continues the story.
Yep.
Here's the thing, too, though. Speaking of ghosts and exorcists and possession, anything like this.
You know what'll make you feel the Holy Spirit to save you in that situation?
Oh, goddamn, you're good.
Oh, yes. That's it. Beautiful song, Yours to Keep, from the album Songs of the Great Collapse by Mr. John Frickin Smith. Head to johnfrickinsmith.com. Check it out for yourself. It truly is it'll save your life.
Blessing.
It'll save your soul.
You can only be possessed by John Frickin Smith in this situation.
Oh, yes. He is the Holy Trinity. I'm pretty sure it's not gospel music. I don't want to. I don't know.
No, I don't.
I don't want to give the wrong impression there.
To me,
I don't think there's any cussing though, so I think it's radio safe. At least
I visualize like some Wiggles looking shit. You remember those guys, but without the guys, like the world, how it would just turn and it would be walking through like colorful shit, kind of like Jet, like freaking that one sad song that they had where it was in the fucking forest at first and then went crazy. Yeah,
I think I know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Jet fans, not Jets either. Yeah,
the band. Yeah.
Woo.
But but yeah, sorry. The body snatcher thing. I know we were. That was one of the last things we were talking about before I jumped over to exorcisms and such.
So I guess it turned into like guardian angels and guardian demons at that point. But yeah, for exorcisms, I think the highest one for one person was like 260 something fucking exorcisms. It's like something ridiculous like that. And this chick wound up dying instead of going to get medical help. Why dude, after a certain point, just force him into the loony bin at least to be checked out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you're saying I got Jesus coming out of my fucking head with spiders, go get that checked out. I mean, You don't have to live that way. You don't have to. That's where religion goes a little too hardcore against science. And that's the thing. If science tomorrow said ghosts are real, everyone would believe it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's be real. Everybody already has aliens at the tip of their tongue. Like, just say it. Just fucking tell us they're real. There's a lot of people that are just like, just fucking say it.
Organism 47B.
Who's the fucking asshole from Blink 182 that was saying he had some fucking...
Oh, Tom DeLonge.
Yeah. But even fucking didn't the Air Force actually like confirm what he was saying?
Yeah.
Like to where it was like, yeah, we can't actually explain it. Like that's intense.
There was not too long ago 2 of those videos released. And I think that's where, like, eventually maybe ghosts do come out. Maybe someone can hit the point where they can't doctor a video at all, even if they wanted to.
And that's hard. Because there's, you know what I mean?
You got to get, like, old-timey film.
Yeah.
That, like, dates back to 1812 of, like, some dude shooting a musket at a guy. It goes through the guy, hits a tree, and he just keeps walking. And he turns to like ash afterwards or something. I don't fucking know, but
that's and the more advanced the technology gets, the more skeptical people become. And I'm not saying they're wrong for being skeptical either, because technology's advanced and the internet is full of people that just like to fuck with you. I've looked on plenty of YouTube ones that are like real ghost video caught on tape. And they're not even trying to hide the fact that it's a middle finger, because it's a dude running out in a goddamn fucking blanket. Booga, 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 booga. And you're just like, dude, really? You made me wait 10 minutes of watching still frame for that? Fuckhead. I don't know what still frame is.
I think that's the thing that sucks in this situation is you can't ever. We're at the point where technology would be the key, but you can show someone a heat, because most of those fucking ghost shows, there's heat signatures that they take, temperature, pretty much infrared of the room, so that way they could see a drop in hot or cold. Because apparently, if ghosts are present, it's cold. I don't know why it couldn't be hot if it's a fucking devil like ghost, if it's like a demon.
If science could find a way, yeah, to you know
But
what I mean?
scream boxes or whatever they are, those things.
To actually, and that's what's weird is that there is technology just dedicated. I mean, we've all seen it on ghost hunter shows and shit.
They need to actually have someone who truly isn't full of bullshit make it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think a lot of these people also take advantage of that situation, like certain...
Yeah. They get a TV show deal, they know they gotta fluff some stuff up. Producers will throw a can just to freak out the people in the fucking building and shit. Oh, shit.
Because on those shows, you can say you're leaving a stand-up camera the entire time, put it on a fucking tripod just like you normally would, but you can manipulate the screen. You can make it look like a perfect corner of the room. So
if there is such a conscious type of ghost, wouldn't it know that you're trying to record it? And do everything, whatever is in its power to remain invisible to the technology?
Yeah.
Because what's its point in getting caught?
Exactly. Why give up the gig? Why not always? Wouldn't you? If you were in that situation,
Yeah,
wouldn't you always click over to stealth mode if you saw they were trying to track you down?
Dude, not only that, if I'm a ghost, I'm not sitting in one place. For instance, the whole the fucking widower,
the residual spirits, as they're known.
Yeah, fuck them.
That just they just walk down the same hallway every day and then disappear at the end of the hallway, and then you see them again sitting on the chair. It looks like they're knitting, but they might be petting a cat.
Yeah, like what the fuck is the point in that? Here's the thing. If I'm in the ghostly world, I'm going fucking everywhere I want to. I'm hitting Coachella for free without getting herpes.
What if you wake up as a ghost, you try to run off like, oh, fuck yeah, invisible, I'm about to go pop into a fucking, go pop into some random bitch's shower. What the fuck? I'm right at the beginning.
And why would a
right
ghost...
back in the same spot, but like only, like time isn't stopping or restarting. It's just, I'm restarting.
No,
it's just a glitch in the Matrix.
It's a fucked up situation being a ghost too, dude. Most ghosts of like women and shit got murdered. Like that's not cool. If I got murdered, let me sleep peacefully. Let that asshole.
What if I go weird on you and just say it like that? It really is a glitch in that Matrix conspiracy theory, and a ghost is just a file that didn't get all the way deleted. Like we've all had it before. You try to delete a porn off the computer, and for some reason it does not delete though.
It's in the recycle bin.
It goes to the recycle bin, but it doesn't clear out of the recycle bin.
I've seen it very weird where you get it all the way into your files and you're like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
Like I deleted the video, but it says like backdoor slut 7 in my files.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of hot.
That's an example. I'm sure it's a porn and it's probably not that great.
But that's the thing. It's what if that's I mean, I'm not saying I buy into the whole fucking, you know what I mean? This is all a Matrix thing. But if one were to, you know what I mean, kind of go full steam ahead with that notion, with that type of a notion, that would make sense out of a ghost type of thing. A presence that can't be deleted nor destroyed or whatever.
Backdoor slut.
Yes,
Ghosts
we're leaving a backdoor slut.
Dude, we just... Okay. You know, there was a time when we used to say like philosophy meets stupidity.
That's what just
And
happened.
that is what just that's how you break down some ghost shit when you're smoking weed, goddammit.
See, and this is why history puffs can work.
Exactly.
You guys are
You're like, what the fuck did they just say? I guess that really does work that way. Analogies are the best thing in the world. Ghosts can't get them.
I think anyone that's listened to this show long enough, I love to make stupid ass analogies. Sometimes it comes out of weird left field and you're just like, what the fuck are you talking? Okay, circles back.
Okay, here's a stupid joke for specifically about a ghost. Hey, Corn, what does the ghost Chola say?
What does she say?
Foo.
That's not funny.
That's hilarious.
I heard that today, so it was just one of those like, oh, perfect timing, I guess.
You know, I actually found out the meaning to. You know how we used to call it dick cheese? Dick cheese.
Yeah,
Well, I guess
it's from
like,
under cheese or dick cheese or yeah.
you know, I guess there's an actual like fucking phrase for that, like schegma.
Schmegma?
Schmegma.
It's weird that we both know exactly what he.
That's a
meant.
white thing.
Yeah,
I guess that's dick cheese.
yeah.
I like dick cheese or cheddar cheese better. You know what I mean?
Corn? Why? What the fuck does dick cheese have to do with ghosts? I really thought you were making a real analogy or something like.
No, he's like, I like dick cheese better than shredded cheese. Than what?
Cheddar cheese?
Than cheddar cheese? He likes dick cheese. Dick cheese.
Is that what you really wanted on that pizza?
No. That's awesome.
Did they actually put extra cheese on either of those pizzas?
Fuck no.
Did you actually order it?
Yeah.
They never
ordered-
put
I
extra
ordered
cheese
double
when you
cheese.
What?
And they had a no
and that was on the
extra cheese.
one, right?
Yeah.
The
And
pepperoni
then,
one?
And then the pepperoni had extra cheese or double cheese, and the sausage
Yeah.
had regular. Honestly, there might have been like
Slightly.
a little bit more, just enough to where it's not. It's just extra cheese
I
instead
am
of
an
double
asshole. If
cheese.
someone pays for extra cheese, I sell nachos. That's what people always want. But I want extra nacho cheese on that. You really want to play this game, buddy? You will
Everywhere.
have nacho soup right now.
That shit sucks when you take it overboard with the cheese.
There's no such thing for me.
When you ask for extra cheese, it means you want it drenched.
No, I
No,
wouldn't ask for extra
I either
cheese.
do that or actually with nachos, I don't play that shit because I've learned no matter how much you put on there, they're always gonna say it's not enough. So what I do is I make the nachos and then I put the extra cheese on the side. You get 2 ounces of cheese, bitch. That's what you get for fucking getting smart with me. Like I don't know how to make a plate of nachos with respect. Cunt. Hey, cunt quota. That's an old callback. Don't worry, there's like spooky music I'm pretty sure going on.
Eventually. Oh, do. Oh, we don't have the copyrights.
It does sound like some Scooby-Doo shit though that I was using I think last year.
Dude.
Probably gonna use it again just because I'm too lazy. I sent you guys the link, didn't I, to that fucking guy? There's a guy.
I think so, but yeah, a pup named Scooby-Doo had the best Scooby-Doo music.
I always loved the old classic.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Yeah. You can't sing any more of it.
Yeah,
Come on,
I
we'll get it.
stopped. I stopped. Did you see that? Oh, I was paying attention.
No, but yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like but pup named Scooby Doo though, I did like that too. Yeah, it was fun. But with them, there was always a white man in the mask that was doing wrong.
Except it was Scrappy.
They never
And
found like the
Scooby.
real ghost.
They were afraid to show the black man being
No.
the bad guy.
Fuck no.
Oh,
I think
never
they
did.
spent enough time being called spooks.
Oh, that's my. Oh.
Ooh,
I
sour?
decided not to even write that down in the also known as for ghosts.
That yeah.
I got
Oh
something in
fuck!
my
I
eye.
was.
Spectre was the coolest one.
If we ever start a ghost hunter thing, like a ghost hunting show, we're gonna have to call it the Ghoul Logs.
That's fucked up.
What?
That's fucked up. The gulags?
Not the gulags. The Ghoul Logs.
Okay, teabagging's one thing. Russian prison in Siberia is not.
That's a ghoul is not Russian.
I think that's where. No, ghouls come from Germany. Yeah?
Dude, I
I
heard.
don't know where ghouls come from.
I heard there's
but
an
I'm pretty sure
asylum around here.
Ghouls?
No, an asylum.
Where?
An empty asylum.
In
around
Hemet?
here. Yeah.
Bullshit.
In the hills and shit.
The closest thing you got is the Vosburg being haunted.
Not that.
Bosberger's haunted?
It's like over by the fucking orange
Supposedly,
groves.
but you know how that is. Kids.
Yeah. Well, every manor out here I've always assumed was haunted. Because they all look like crack manors, kind of. Like, what's the Estadio fucking mansion or whatever?
I'm surprised that shit. Yeah. That they could.
Oh,
do
they're
a
going
lot
to lose
more with
money
that,
this
man.
year because they're not going to be able to do their Halloween stuff. They
No,
haven't been able to do their Christian concerts
Well,
either.
honestly, they can make so much money there, man. You know what I mean? Fucking just open it up.
Well, I don't even know if they're doing it for profit, honestly. When you got a bunch of Christian concerts, you're not exactly making
Money.
dough.
And we're like, whatever we can get is very appreciated. Yeah.
We are. Thankful for the donations. Sorry.
Ghosts.
But yeah, ghosts. It's weird. I don't know. I think I don't know I don't know how I would actually react to an unseen entity. Just like, because when that's the problem too. Is there's a lot of nowadays TV shows are craving like firsthand accounts. So whether they believe it or not, they'll listen and you know.
Plus, dude, like, I would say 90... no, I would give it like a good 85% of any show like that has that situation where they need to get things done in time or they're looking for something very specific. They don't find what they're looking for. And they just draw you into the next episode with a whole bunch of fake lies.
Yeah.
I was on that fucking weird ass pool TV show thing. It was lies.
Yeah, I always liked watching it. Just half the time, it wasn't even just for the belief thing. It was more just to hear a story, just to hear.
There was
just to
always
hear a
cool
ghost story.
Yeah,
that's the whole reason, like why like Reddit threads and shit. There's like countless creepy pastas and such. I love that shit. I love hearing it sound like it's from a first person view, and you know what I mean. So the scariest ones for me are usually like the ones like the sleep paralysis type ones, where they wake up, they see something, but they can't move.
Yeah.
Or it's holding them down, and like, no, that's when it goes too far. That's when I'm moving.
Yeah.
I wake up, I see something, and it's holding me down. No more of that house. I'm not calling a priest. I'm just leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pulling a rookie. I'm doing a piss circle,
Yes, see, I told you.
but I'm salting it up.
Smart, see, you know shit.
The salt will stick to the pee.
And
If you see a footprint
can't
step
fuck with
out of that
salt.
circle, you just start swinging in that direction.
Yeah, apparently salt like is the shit against all those things.
Yeah. They even tried it on Hocus Pocus. Although I think it technically worked.
You know, it kind of sucks.
They
that
threw
soon-
like a handful at one of those little bitches, and
Like, what kind of fucking situation do you have to tell yourself, oh shit, I have to use salt?
well, corn.
Witches, ghosts, demons.
They actually showed up. You're like, oh, fuck.
Hey,
me.
bruh, you're Mexican, okay? You rub the ass of a frog
Yeah, that's a real thing.
and use fucking
man.
Windex for everything and shit. I'm
Lemon
just saying,
bitch.
home remedy. What's so bad about a spiritual home remedy?
Dude,
That's what most. Let's be
holy
real, like,
water,
A
salt,
lot of your people came out with
iron,
freaking
fuck that
sage.
shit, dude.
that's
to
exactly
fucking-
what I was thinking. The sage burning.
Yeah, nah.
You know how many Mexicans I've seen cleanse their house of evil spirits with sage?
Yep.
A lot.
I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of fucking angry fucking cat spirits, then.
You might, dude. You might. I don't know if cats go to the spirit world, but if they did, they really don't fucking like you.
Oh, man.
Because you haven't moved. I've moved from my time when I had to, like, get rid of some kittens.
I got rid of kittens.
It does sound bad. Yeah.
Who's Anubis? Anubis is a dog, right?
Anubis was
The
I
dog.
think I'm pretty sure it was a dog or a jackal.
Or okay,
No,
yeah,
he
it
was
was
a
a dog. Who was the cat? Why were they scared of cats?
They weren't afraid of cats.
Oh, what? Are you serious?
Yeah, straight up, they weren't afraid of cats. They respected cats.
I thought that was the Guardians of the Underground.
No, I don't fucking know about all that.
You're thinking of the Mummy, aren't you, Corey?
The jackals were the guardians of fucking the pharaohs. I think Anubis. Yeah, Anubis was a dog. Wasn't Ra?
Well,
a
somebody
fucking-
can settle this for us.
Which one was
later.
the eagle thing?
I don't know.
Had a
Horus?
fuck. Yeah, Horus. Okay, see you. Hey, guess what? Ghosts were in ancient Egypt too, bitch.
That's the thing. Well, I feel like it was easier to believe in that stuff back then because, you know what I mean? Science wasn't such a ruling force. It was hell. Most science didn't reach the common man, so they had to believe in something. And sometimes that's why like ancient. That's why people believed in like the gods and shit. There was a god for fucking everything. Man, my crops are going bad. Where's the potato god?
He fucking hates me this year, man.
Yeah.
I look over at fucking Hyaw over there, and he's just fucking it up. All right.
Jerking off all over my plants, but not in the cool way. You're shooting blanks, pal. Need some fertile nut in my garden. That is so disgusting.
He's like, no, fuck the fur.
Ew. But yeah, no, I think a lot of people just, like you said, they not everybody wants to accept death. And humans are so cocky that we believe like, no, that's not going to be the end of it.
Dude, this is how
It's
weird
only
we
the
were at
beginning.
one point in time with ghosts, ghouls, and goblins. Have you ever heard of a skull cult?
No, but I mean, that sounds surprisingly like the most common, easy, like the most stereotypical type of cult.
Corn, have you?
Is that an orgy?
No. You caught me right off guard with that one, dude.
Well, he does have, that's a valid question.
No sexual, as far as I know, of,
No sexual,
like anything with
fucking
this.
routines or,
Yeah, it's
what are they called? Fucking, rituals.
yeah. There's no, as far as I know of, there's no head fucking rituals with the skull. But you were closer on that one though, with like kind of like a generic, like common thing that happened back in the day. It was trippy though, because I guess thousands of years ago, even before like the ADs and whatnot, like thousands, Ice Age style, we would bury people, dig them back up, take their skull, and pretty much replay resurrection.
Yeah.
They would put all whatever they considered medicines around and all that shit, and they would do like, hell, they've carried it through every fucking thing with like, oh, I'm going to do this, and this person's going to come back to me in some way, shape, or form. Like fucking Obi-Wan coming back to tell people shit.
Yeah. That's the scariest thing.
So essentially, these people do this, and that's what created our thought process on resurrection. So it's like, oh shit, okay, so ghosts are starting even back like, I guess, Ice Age era. Yeah. Like when we were full blown coming off a glacier, we were like, oh shit, dude, there's a ghost behind me.
Yeah. That's why almost every ancient tribe has like some kind of fucking sacrifice pyramid.
That's one part that I was very sad about too when I was like looking this up. Why does ghosts or ancient gods or anything back in the day, they were just like sacrifice someone?
Yeah. You like the nicest thing you could do was kill your goat. Like that was the nicest thing you could do.
God, sacrifice, man.
Yeah,
Back in
I
the
know.
day, it wasn't
But
about
you could
money,
only
man.
sacrifice your goat if that was like your only
Goat. What does a goat
If
do?
you had a fuckload of goats, you couldn't sacrifice your goat because whatever god you liked wouldn't
does
like
your
it because you're not
goat do?
sacrificing that one thing.
Exactly. What you goat do? It gave cheese. You know what I mean? If it was a female goat.
No, but that's the sacrifice. That's the sacrifice. And the same
sacrifice cheese. Would
if
you
it's your fucking
sacrifice
child
cheese
and
for
shit
you?
too. It's just like, no, I got 2 of them. You can have one of them, but I need my crops growing in, man. I'm talking to you, potato god.
We need younger blood, not my blood, because I can't help. I have to kill something. They can't kill me. I got to kill them.
Who's gonna grow the potatoes?
Exactly. Kids die first in
Yeah.
old times for sacrifices.
The weak.
Like, dude, why?
It's kind of like you can't sacrifice an old person because that's like taking a knee at the end of the game and shit. Like, no, you got to throw a Hail Mary, bro.
Pretty much. Like, I guess it's because we have all these science advanced, so we protect our old instead of like kicking them out the pack. Like,
No, the doctors discovered that that old people are on fixed incomes.
and they could take all their money.
Yeah, and get all that insurance money just by keeping them fucking sedated and
Slightly alive.
yeah, way longer than they need to be. They're miserable, but they're not conscious enough to be able to fight back.
Here's the thing. I would love to be 100, but at the same time, I would not love to get to be 100.
Hell no.
If I was no, because there are some 100-year-olds that are still like somewhat more mobile. You know what I mean? They're not just being held alive by a fucking breathing tube
Back
and
hurts.
bedridden and shit.
Yeah,
They're
there's
just-
a reason your back hurts, Grandpa.
But I agree. I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want to be kept fucking. I wouldn't want to be that like. Okay, he's had 3 heart attacks in the last month, and I mean we keep losing him, but we keep bringing him right back.
I used to be fast.
Yeah,
That's
like that's
pretty
the
fun.
thing is I imagine it like Corn. Like I had so much life to go. I was gonna do things I know I'm never gonna do now.
No,
I'm
I'm
a
not saying
fucking
like that.
100. I'm gonna fall out of the airplane if I try to skydive now. They're just gonna
No,
push me
no,
out and
dude.
say, "Oh, well, the shoot kind of happened to not work."
It's like I mean, I used to hurt. You know what I mean? Because like,
Talk to your microphone, you asshole.
I used to hurt because I had to run a lot. You know what I mean? But I mean, I had to run a lot, dude, like a lot, just so I can get hurt. Now, dude, I barely run not even a mile. Now, like, wake up in the morning, I'm like, ow, my back.
You can run a mile.
No, not even
guy.
close. Not
I need
even
I
close.
need to literally smoke a cigarette through the first half, like constantly puffing, and then stop,
I'm taking 6
hit
walking
another
breaks.
cigarette.
Yeah, my
It's gonna be
back.
like Del Gribble at the end of the like.
I
the
can
Olympic-
walk a mile like nobody's business.
You know, back in the day, dude, I could
But
fucking
I don't
do
know if I
that
could
shit.
do that
Like, oh
anymore.
yeah, it's a normal thing. It's gonna hurt, but it's a normal thing. You'll get better.
It's one thing to walk through your house so many times that you hit a mile throughout the day.
That's because
That's
it doesn't
okay.
feel like it.
Yeah, exactly. You're taking fucking an hour.
But
break
when you
in
walk
between.
when you walk 6 miles home,
You're like,
then you're
fuck
just like,
that. I never want to walk again
I
in my
don't
life.
I don't like walking.
I wish I had a fat scooter.
Yeah, my fucking
Yeah.
hips hurt. You did it too, huh?
What?
Walk home, 6 miles. Oh, dude, that time in front of the lake. Damn, you walked a long.
Yeah, it was a
way.
lot more than 6 miles, buddy. I could have won a 5K that day.
What are you, 19?
Something like that. I was spry in that young age.
Yeah, I think I was 29 last time I had to walk home like a few miles. Fucking when I was still working in Moreno Valley, I was prepared to walk home, and I made it from fucking you remember where my last job was right fucking by the 60 and shit, but I made it all the way almost to Alessandro.
Ouch.
Or no, I was on Alessandro. I think Alessandro goes all the way, the one that goes to fucking Gilman, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was on Alessandro. I was almost to fucking Gilman though. Like, was
Yeah,
only
if
a
I would have
couple
walked
streets
all the
away.
way home completely from there, I would have quit.
Yeah,
I would have called them right back and been like, you know what? I don't need this thing.
I got
Like,
picked up
quit.
and taken in my car, but they checked the odometer and it was like, yeah, you just walked like 7 miles. Like, well, I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was so pissed,
that
and I
was-
had to pee. So when I got to fucking, I don't remember what street it was, because after a while, the street, you know what I mean? You're only focused on the one you're looking for. But I got to some hills, and so I started climbing up the hill and peed all over some homeless guy's stuff, man. I felt bad, kind of. Like, he had, like, there was a whole, I don't know, he or she, they weren't there. So it's not like I peed on the
That's so
person.
funny. No, that's even worse. Not even worse, but that's still bad. Like they're gonna
Yeah.
come back and
They
be like,
came
"Who
back and
pissed
just,
on my
like-
shit?"
Like, I know I stink, but like I
That's
smell like
not my
dirt.
smell.
This is someone else's pee.
Someone who has a house pissed on my stuff.
Yeah.
Who the hell is out here this far?
I can smell the THC.
Why?
It's on my shit.
And it was I had when I got out of my car, I grabbed like 2 or 3 water bottles and just fucking carried them with me and was drinking them because it was a hot day. So by the time I got to that hill, I had to pee so bad, but I wasn't willing to stop anywhere to go inside of the bathroom. And I just kept going, just like, no, I will make it. I will keep on going. I can go the distance.
I have half a bottle of water left, and I
Yeah.
haven't even hit Gilman. I'm gonna die.
And then I drank that last bit of water, threw away the bottle, and just got to those hills and I kept climbing too. Like I just kept wanting to get out of view. Like it was one of those, if I can't see the street and I'm standing straight up, then they can't see my dick peeing. That makes
You know,
sense,
that
right?
sounds like a very beautiful piss.
It was because like at that point the sun was beginning to set. So
You pissed on that guy's bay window.
yeah, like because I didn't.
That was his view.
I didn't realize where I was about. Like it was one of those. I was looking at the road and then just like started peeing, and I heard like it smacking something. Like no, I know what peeing in the dirt sounds like.
You were peeing on him.
It was a sleeping bag.
Oh, that's fun.
dude.
He had a nice setup. You're a dick.
It was a sleeping bag inside like this little crevice. There was like a hill going over, and once I realized obviously I was already too far into it. I couldn't stop.
I would have
peeing.
stopped either.
But I was paranoid
uh.
for that moment. Like, oh my God, somebody's going to come home and see this shit. Oh my God. I had no intention on peeing on someone's life.
Where? What did they go do? Grocery shopping?
No, he just got him like in a turf war. There's gonna
I
be a
recognize
hobo
that
day.
scent.
Yeah, there's
Johnny is about to get his fucking dick cut off.
I told him after he slept with Maria I was gonna fuck him up.
What
He's
is
going to
there,
come
a
and pee
fucking
all over my
river
fucking
out
sleeping
there?
bag.
What
He's the only one that
fuck?
knows I live here. Yeah, to be fair though, it was truly like I
There's
said, the
no
sun was
store
setting
there.
slightly, so I was in a perfectly shaded spot. Like he should have been chilling at home, honestly. At that point, like, he should have been inside chilling, and he might have been able to stop me, but I could not. There was no stopping it. I just had to let loose and just. And it was one of those. As I was letting it out, like halfway through this, like 3 water bottle piss, the wind started blowing. Not heavy, just ever so slightly.
It went all over that sleeping bag.
It did. There was puddling.
You're such
It was
an
a
ass.
very insulated sleeping bag.
You know, when he dies, he's gonna haunt you.
But the wind, I got like the perfect breeze and the sunset and the shade, and it gave me a second wind. But for him,
He got a second wind and it was all of ammonia.
it was, and it was murder on his mind. Probably he was.
I'm fucking pissed.
Somebody got killed that night because of that asshole. He was just like, dude, I'm so sick of people. I don't know how anybody found my fucking house, but they peed
shit on me and
all
they
over
shit
it.
on me and they literally pissed on my stuff.
Like, I kept this shit away from everybody. I'm not sleeping in front of the stores like those fucking other assholes. I found me a nice little cave spot. And these sons of bitches they can't let me have anything.
Ooh, this is a good spot.
And that's what I felt like was like, dude, you picked like the most awesome cave spot. Like, if I was a kid right now, I'd be like, holy fuck, a murderer lives here.
Hey, mom, check it out. Call the cops, please.
Yeah, this is obviously a murderer's room. Like, nobody leaves a sleeping bag in a cave unless they're planning on doing something nefarious. I don't even think that word's appropriate for that.
It is actually. It sounds like an old timer in the desert, like robbing banks.
Yeah, I had to
totally forgot I
chase
had
some
to do
fucking
that.
kids away from the parking lot the other day.
Did you fight him?
No, he wanted
Is the
to.
parking lot haunted?
No, it's dark and.
Have you gone into a house that's claimed to
Yeah.
be haunted?
No.
You were gonna say, yeah, like you went into a haunted house, like a Halloween haunted house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did it scare the shit out of you?
No.
Ever?
Eh. Knott's. The first time I went to Knott's Scary Farm.
Those guys are committed.
Mm-hmm.
They got knee pads.
Mm. Oh, and then Six Flags had Fright Fest, I think.
Yeah, those guys are professionals. They're winners.
Yeah, they. Oh,
They were smashing their chains on the fucking floor. Like,
there is something awesome about seeing somebody get scared. I was with a giant black dude at Not Scary Farm. He was fine through almost everything until some dude on stilts came out of a completely dark corner. Like one of those easy to avoid because the flow of traffic was going past this guy. He waited for the opportune moment.
dude, you actually don't really. That shit is awesome.
I was so glad when he popped out because I had just walked right past and didn't see anything in the corner because it was just a dark corner. It was one of those, like I said, everybody was just, turning the corner. All right, just keep going. I just happened to see him pop out behind me at that guy. Scared the shit out of a thug. It was hilarious.
So you're talking about like something with daddy long legs.
Yeah, like he pretty much had like a Grim Reaper type robe on thing with the hood. But because he was on stilts, it was one of those just like, in that moment, you're not expecting a giant. You're expecting some douchebag your size. Well, not your size, but some douchebag our size. I guess to corn everybody's a giant, so the stilts guy wouldn't scare him that much.
He's like, "What's up, bro?
You're
What,
even
you think
taller
you
than most
scare
of
me?
them. I can still climb up in there and fuck you up.
I'll kick those knees out right now, bitch."
I just throw a trip. Bam! I'll kick you in the shin. Ever been kicked in the shin? Yeah, it actually really hurts.
Yeah, it does when it's like square toe to shin.
Yeah, it really hurts. That's why soccer it never got to me, man. They're like, you can't trip them like that. I'm like, why not? Because you can hurt their shin. I'm like, oh, okay, pussies.
But how are so many of the ghosts like the same? It's always the typical soldier, the dead soldier, the grieving widow.
I think the thing that I like more when I'm looking through the YouTube videos, because I think everyone does that at one point. They kind of want to be like, you know what? Let's see if they've caught anything real on ghosts. I like seeing like the videos like that. Fucking what's her name? I think it's like something Lamb or Ham or something like that. That Asian chick that was in that famous LA
Yeah,
hotel.
Eliza Lamb or something like that.
Yeah, the one that like
And
looked like she was being fucking followed by like a ghost or something and wound up jumping into the water and dying. And
They never showed her actually climbing in there either.
no,
But they said it's impossible to close the door once you're inside like that. So who closed the door on her? What was she hiding from in the footage in the elevator?
and that's the thing that's trippy is like, because it clearly looks like that chick's like off her rocker or something, like one of those situations where she's either schizophrenic and just paranoid, suffers
Or
like
something
that hard,
was-
or something was following her.
Something was scaring her. No, I've thought that too at times though too. Like it's one of those when you hear like accounts of things like that. It's weird.
Those videos I find a little bit more believable when it's like CCTV of those situations
Yeah.
where everything's time stamped, and obviously you can still fake CCTV, but like they had this as huge news. This wasn't like oh, we have to cover up ghosts. This was like, what the hell happened to this chick and why? And it was just a quick like 2-3 minute thing. They went right past it on the most major newscasting. It was just like, that was weird. Okay, so. And to me, that's one of those like that is kind of a little questionable.
Yeah.
Anytime you see those videos, you can usually see like, oh fuck, if someone's in distress and they're looking, and you can clearly see that they can't see something, it's like, what the fuck's going on? If that person doesn't have to take medications for any psychological problem, what's really going on?
Yeah. Like I said, I think a lot of people do want to believe because they want to believe it's one of those you end up having to take the good with the bad, I guess. No matter which belief system you're going by, if you do want to believe in some kind of spiritual presence like that, of people lingering, that one, it's why are they lingering? Which is always the biggest question. And two, is it peaceful? Are they peaceful? Because I think if you just knew, like I said, that's why we all want those 13 ghost goggles. Because if you just knew it was Uncle Jimmy sitting in the corner fucking flipping his goddamn cards or something, would you really be tripping out? You just be like, hey, what's up, Uncle Jimmy? How you doing? Even if he doesn't wave back, and he's just in some weird residual thing where he just sits there, flips 5 cards, disappears, comes back an hour later.
Jimmy, back again.
Flipping cards.
All right, Jimmy.
And the only thing you hear from him is when the card hits the floor. Somehow his card is a spirit.
I'm lighting it on fire. I'm sending that bastard back to hell. Where
Not
he
like the
belongs.
card comes to life. Just like the card's the only thing that makes noise. You don't actually hear him breathing or talking or humming or anything.
Just like the drop of the card.
Oh, or actually that would creep me out if he's humming. I'm not gonna lie. No matter what tune a ghost is humming, it sounds creepy. Even if it is your birthday and you just hear some ghost fucking... Yeah, I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm crying.
Knock it off.
Yeah, it scared you a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Corn, it's so Corn, you do well. Corn, I hate to say it, but Mexicans are so superstitious.
We're not superstitious. We just don't. We know
but
not to knock on something. Okay, you can knock. What happens when you knock and they answer? I said this.
Okay,
before.
Hellboy.
Yeah. See the.
Not superstitious.
No, I'm not saying it I didn't mean it in an offensive way. I'm just saying, like, like I said, a lot of home remedies for spiritual cleansing.
Typically
in the house.
because of your heritage of, like, crazy ass shit back in the day.
Easy, Coco.
Yeah. So what happens with Coco? Like,
Day of the
what?
Dead.
Like, do you believe in ghosts,
Hell yeah.
spirits, apparitions, etc.?
Have you seen one?
No, I hope not.
Have you heard one?
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard some creepy shit
you
that
ever-
you couldn't explain?
Yeah.
Weird shit, but like shit that I can't explain.
You hang out in cemeteries, so what's up?
Nothing. They just want to hang out. They just want you to live out your life, you know? Bang as many bitches as you can while you're still alive.
Do you get drunk and sit and talk to tombstones or something? Like,
No.
it sounds like it.
He gets drunk and passes out on one, and then wakes up and just like, hey, what's
Has their
up,
knowledge.
Heather? He just reads the tombstone, just like, Heather. You know what, Heather? You don't know, but I know. Life is worth living.
Heather's dead. Thank you very much.
He has all these inspirational speeches just lined up.
You gotta get back on the horse, Heather.
Heather,
I don't know why
the weight
saying-
of your back be lifted tomorrow.
Saying horse and Heather just sound for some reason.
Oh no,
just
I knew
like,
a bitch named Heather with a horse face.
That's mean.
Yeah, it was because yep. Mm-hmm.
But did you call her Horse Heather?
Yeah, we
Horse,
actually did.
Horse Heather.
Horse-faced Heather.
Oh, you're mean.
We got
Yeah.
Well, it's alright. We had somebody called Esther the Molester.
Was it a girl?
Yeah.
Esther the Molester. Did she actually like?
I feel bad for actually.
Did she grope? Did she just like try to fuck you guys and she was just a slut and you just called her Esther the Molester because you like getting your dick grabbed?
You're like, ew, Esther, you're touching my penis.
No, she's pretty weird.
Touch it.
Only the other rest of the guys get to do that.